And when with the 3 games that we played this week, we could lack some energy, but to be fair, the players that came on contributed to maintain the standards, another clean sheet, another win.
I think we are starting working on things that we consider that are the basics, our organization, the way we press, being aggressive. Those were things that we seen, not all the game, but good on that aspect. On the other end, I think we needed a little bit more of going out to the ball, have a breather. Now is the moment to analyze, but with all the changes that have been going, I think the players are responding, are trying, and this is what pleases me the most.
The injury to your captain, can you tell us any more what his state is?
Oh, so unlucky again. I think he went to a clash, and I think he went knee to knee, and he felt straight away that something wasn't right. So he looked a bit worried, to be fair. Let's assess him, let's see how bad the injury is, because we had a few already this season. And especially him, that he's been very, very unlucky.
Mikel Arteta, I don't know if you know, you've played more games than anyone else under him while he's been head coach. He's used you the most. And I could see even today he's very demanding of you, isn't he? Can you explain your relationship and how you've developed under him?
Yeah, Mikel has very much improved my game a lot. I'm very grateful to have him as a coach, and yeah, he's going to keep pushing me, I know that, and yeah, he's going to bring this club some success for sure. So yeah, just looking forward to the day that comes.
Well, on Bukayo Saka, a little bit of match of the day history here, Wayne, because we're going to show you now a graphic which involves a goal-scoring statistic that doesn't involve Alan Shearer in the Premier League.
Don't show her then.
Don't worry. It involves you, Wayne. You're just behind Michael Owen. He's top of the pops there for players with 100 Premier League goal involvements and how quickly they've got there, how few games they've got there. 153 for Michael, 187 for you, 212 for Bukayo.
Yeah, I think that clearly shows that Michael was a better player than I was at that age. but no, I think for Saka, he's such an important player for Arsenal and for England. I think over the last 3 or 4 years, he's probably been Arsenal's most important player. He's had a few injuries which has affected them numbers. It would have been even better if that weren't the case, I believe. But yeah, he's such an incredible player. Yeah.
And him saying there, Bukayo, what it seems to be echoed with a lot of the players, there's a real belief in them this season, and that ended up being quite a straightforward win for them today. But what's interesting, Alan, is the bench and just how much stronger that is. When you have a look at the bench that Arsenal had in their last game against West Ham, which of course was a defeat in February, which was arguably the time when their kind of campaign to win the title got derailed. There's only 2 players left from that bench in the club. Everybody else has moved on, and the replacements or the players who've come in and the strength of that bench today, well, it's night and day.
Well, that sums everything up for me, and that's certainly what helped win them the game today. But you're right, I mean, 2 from the 9, what was it, 6 or 7 months ago, that are just there now, and that is the difference, is that if someone goes off injured, someone of quality comes on, and perhaps that wasn't the case last season. It was certainly the case today when Ødegaard had to go off and Zubimendi came on. It was a little bit of a tweak in the midfield. This is how they started off, with Eze and Ødegaard a little bit further forward, as you'd expect, with Declan Rice perhaps just being that little sitter in midfield. And there's nothing wrong with that. He's very, very good at it. And Arsenal were still creating the chances and getting into reasonable forward positions. There was no doubt it was an easy afternoon for them. They made it look easy at times. But just 2 or 3 occasions where you can see Declan Rice is just about to become the deeper midfielder there. He doesn't get forward, and Eze gets into that forward position, and he knows he should score because it's a wonderful opportunity for him. But you can see where Declan Rice is, and I'm just saying that for not the next graphic, but the one after this one. Similar thing again. Look, he's still the one that's trying to pull the strings, still the deepest one, and this is eventually a brilliant pass in to Saka. So they were still creating the chances, and he was just offside Saka there. But Ødegaard goes off, Zubimendi comes on, and all of a sudden Zubimendi's the one that's sitting. Declan Rice is 15 or 20 yards further forward, and look what happens. He's in the exact same position that Eze was in a few minutes earlier. Eze misses, Declan Rice didn't, and he put it in the back of the net, and he gets his goal. Similar thing again, second half. Off he goes. He's brilliant at doing that. I think he's a better player doing that in that position than he is sitting, albeit he can do both jobs equally well, and that is a fantastic ball as well. And when you've got Zubimendi on the ball and the quality that he brings, he can then place passes into Timber just like that, and you can see where Declan Rice and Eze is. Then they get the penalty. So it's just that subtle little change that you bring in the quality on this season that perhaps you weren't able to do that last season, and that's the difference.
And we saw that pass there from Zubimendi, a more orthodox angle, but we've got some new technology, and this allows you to show us what it looks like to the player.
Yeah, it's a great new tool, this is because what it's showing you is the split second. You've got 1.67 seconds, I should say. Zubimendi's got to make up his mind. But what I want to show you there is that little movement to the right-hand side of the step, and he just wants the defender to come with him, and he does there, and then you've got that split second to find that pass, to find the way to pass. And from the player's point of view, yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing, that'll be the last time we see that technology this season, because it just gives you that idea of how quick, as a player, you've got to think, and then you've got to find the pass.
On West Ham, obviously, Nuno has now got the international break to really get stuck into this team. And the next 5 games, we have a look, this is where we will see his impact, hopefully, for us.
Yeah, I think we all know what a Nuno team looks like, and I think he'll be happy now for the international break where he can work with the players who are still left there. And I'm sure over the next few weeks, then we'll see West Ham looking.
Yeah, 100%. We know the quality we have on the top end of the pitch. You know, the players that start and the players that are on the bench as well that come in, and you've seen how much of an impact everyone's made. But yeah, we know if we keep a clean sheet, you know, it's more than likely that we're going to win the game.
Let's come on to your personal stats today. So a 200th Premier League appearance, 100 goal involvements. You're still just 24 years old. Do you surprise even yourself?
I don't really like to linger on these things, but you know, you said it, it's a beautiful achievement. You know, I'm really proud of that. Obviously, 200 games for Arsenal in the Premier League it's a really big moment. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy it, and it was nice to get a goal as well.
Also,
and get a win.
200th Premier League appearance to score on it. Only one other Arsenal player has done that. Do you know who it was?
If I have to guess, Thierry.
It was Thierry Henry.
Of course, he has every record, this guy.
What's it like for you keeping that sort of illustrious company when we're talking about these records at this football club?
No, it's really nice for me, you know, and Thierry, of course, always messages me. He's messaged me this morning as well to remind me that we lost the last 2 games against West Ham at home. So he's always pushing me, and I think he wants me there with him. So it's nice to have that, you know, encouragement from him, and of course me, I want it as well. So I'm really happy to have my name in these records, but yeah, I'm just going to keep pushing and, you know, try and get some team trophies, which is what we've been searching for.